exciting times. But I think this is a crucial match for Napoli. And this match today, this game will tell us whether we still have a chance, an opportunity to reach Champions League, or our main objective will be Europa League. Milan victory today will put Napoli 12 points behind Milan, and 10 points, I believe, or 9 or 10 points with the Roma. So a Milan victory today will, to my understanding, more or less secure a spot in Champions League for Milan. Not the Scudetto, but the main objective of Milan this season was to reach a Champions League spot. And I think with a victory today, they're more in a relaxing mode. Napoli needs to win. It is a crucial game today if we still want to have an opportunity to fight for fourth place. Juventus will definitely finish in the top four. I think the Scudetto, Inter can only lose it. Atalanta is winning. So it's very hard. We still have a game to make up, but today I think it's crucial for Napoli. So a decisive game for both teams at a different angle, let's say, different point of view.
Yeah, I mean, if Napoli wins this, they're going to go to 50 points and only 6 points below Milan, and Napoli still have a game in hand. So even though we're saying, oh, what a bad season Napoli's having, all these injuries, all COVID's affecting them like crazy, they're actually not too far away from, second place if you think about it.
Mike, the thing is, when based on what you said, there's only 3 words, 3 teams that come to mind.
Okay.
And we can repeat these teams 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Sassuolo, Genova, Spezia, Sassuolo, what was the other one? Genoa, Sassuolo, Spezia. We can repeat them in alphabetical order, but those are the games that Napoli had to win, and they did not do it. Sassuolo, the latest one, but let's not forget Genoa, 21, 22 shots on goal, a couple of posts, and we couldn't win the game. And crucial individual mistakes on the field and off the field by the coach cost us those 9 points that I think today would have for Napoli would have been very very decisive in a Champions League spot.
How you doing, Ludo?
Good.
I miss you, man. Give me a high five. I know everybody in the chat misses you. It's been too long.
It's been since the Juventus match last time. So let's hope today brings luck again. That the last live broadcast we're wearing the Maradona jersey today.
There we go.
By the way, it's arriving tomorrow for me. I order it.
Really?
It's arriving tomorrow.
Oh my God.
Yes, I order an extra large with Maradona. I will never wear it. I just want to
hang it
and hang it in my basement, and that I will never wear that shirt.
Did you see what the jersey that Ryan bought? Did you see it?
No,
he bought a signed Maradona jersey, Argentina kit. It's really nice. It's huge. It's massive. He hung it up in his house. He bought it. It's like one of the last, I think, signings that Maradona did. He got it online.
It's the last 3-4 years, I'm not sure what Maradona did. The last 4 years, or who did it for him. That's what worries me. Based on his mental and physical condition, the last 3-4 years, and who was surrounding Maradona, and who was doing the talking for him and the signing of contracts and deals, I'm not sure. It's.
Are we telling Ryan that he got a fake?
Well, it's not a fake. I'd rather not talk about Maradona. May he rest in peace. Let the guy rest in peace, and we move on. The papers, they want to continue talking about the how he died, whose fault is it? Lawyers, daughters, sons. It's the guy he passed away. He's gone, and let him rest in peace.
I agree with that. So, how are you feeling right now? How have you?
Well, I think this is a crucial game. Like I said before, this is a crucial game for Napoli and also for Milan, for both reasons that we just mentioned, that Milan, by winning and capitalizing on the Roma loss this week and beating Napoli, I think you are eliminating two contenders for the Champions League spot. Napoli would be 12 points behind. I believe it is 12 points. I believe if Napoli loses today and Milan
with the
wins,
game in hand.
Well, with the game in hand, of course.
Which is not happening Wednesday, by the way. They've changed it.
It's happening after Easter on
April
Wednesday
7th.
On Wednesday the 7th. So it is a crucial match for both teams.
By the way, this height difference is hilarious. I'm sorry, but that Donnarumma and Insigne right next to each other is too funny. Sorry.
So, Milan, the main objective for Milan this season was the Champions League. I don't think it is the Scudetto. I don't think the Milan has the chance of winning the Scudetto. Inter can only lose it at this point based on how they're playing and the locker room and the team, the way they bonded. Everyone is on the same page. I think Inter will be champions of Italy. And Atalanta continues winning. And then you have Roma and Lazio. So Napoli, I think if Napoli loses today, then we are fighting for an Europa spot, hopefully finishing 5th and not have to play the preliminary rounds, which means you start the preseason much earlier than everyone else. And this is where Milan is at today. Remember, Milan started a few weeks before everyone else because they did the preliminaries of the Europa League.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
So they have more games and more of a longer season than everyone else. So, injuries. Everyone is getting injured on all teams at this point of the season. So the bench at this point comes in, players who has the deeper rosters and will make the difference. And Napoli's roster at this point, based on the injuries that we had, was a little overrated when people had to step in from the bench and come in and take the starting spots. Was a little disappointing for certain players. So today will be decisive and see where we will be heading and what will be happening. Because next week now we have Roma next Sunday, another crucial match. But it all starts today.
I saw Mertens, nice back starting in the lineup.
Both teams are playing with the 4-2-3-1. Milan, a couple of let's say surprises in defense. They're starting this player from the Primavera, Gabbia, a 99 in the middle. And Romagnoli is out. Chiar is on the bench. He went with Mertens, Osimhen coming off the bench. So both teams playing the 4-2-3-1. A lot of injuries, and let's see what happens. In the
future.
Let's see what happens today.
Mike, any score prediction? I gotta get Ludo some more Amato. Come on, I'll have some with you. Ludo.
Oh yes,
So we knew Ludovico was coming, so we made sure we stacked up 2.
You can distract him. Before anything happens, I want to give my first score prediction to this game. I know Ludo's very superstitious, so I'm not sure if he's gonna say his, but I think Napoli gonna surprise in this one. I think they're gonna win 2-1 against Milan. I feel like Milan are more focused on the Europa League now, and this one Napoli's gonna get a nice result.
Well, Milan will come out very strong, and we're already starting to see the pressuring. But eventually, the second half, you have to start thinking about the Thursday game, and the physical aspect and the pressure will decrease as the second half goes forward, and that's where I think Napoli should be able to take advantage of the situation. But very important that we remain focused and not make the ridiculous, stupid errors, individual errors on the field that cost us important points in the past. We have to play as a unit, concentration very, very high, and avoid the individual mistakes in the back.
Cheers.
Salute.
Happy Sunday. Happy Calcio.
Happy Calcio to everyone.
Cheers,
Mike.
guys. By the way, Ludo said he can beat both of us in foosball when he
Oh
came in.
shit! No, for real? Are you good?
I'm not. No, I haven't played in a. I haven't played in a.
Yeah, right. Then I'm gonna see you in the back. Yeah.
Here comes the first corner
Bicycle kicks.
for Napoli. What I'm happy is that Insigne is getting his form back a little bit at a time. He's returning into shape, and let's hope Donnarumma today doesn't turn out to be the usual goalkeeper that he is against Napoli when he closes the gate and doesn't let
Anything
nothing
past them,
in,
right?
like super concentrated.
He loves against his former his
Yes,
hometown.
he puts that. I think the two goalkeepers in Serie A that do that are Perin and Donnarumma.
Yeah.
That when they play against Napoli, it's like their eyes are ready to pop out of their skull and try to
That's where they,
try to win.
that's where they get their market value from. That's where ads from.
But very important today that Insigne and Zielinski will be able to get between the Milan lines, the defense and the midfield.
Ooh, what a ball Theo
line.
to Leao.
Oh, it looks like
It was a great pass from Theo Hernandez. Great vision to
Ospina got
Leao.
injured over there. He hit his leg.
Nice vertical.
I think his cleat. It looks like he
A
cut
nice
his.
vertical pass.
It was onside. Yeah, it's onside.
Yeah, it was onside.
I think his cleats ripped his shirt, his shorts and
Maximovic
stuff.
was keeping him
Yeah.
on.
His studs cleat. It cracked his thing a little bit.
Cracked as well.
No, I think
Yeah,
the knee
his-
hit his nose.
No,
Oh,
oh, that
right
too.
knee, his right knee
Yeah.
hit
His-
hit Ospina's
His
nose.
Under
Let's hope
Armour.
he doesn't start bleeding, because then he would have to leave. It's the knee that hit his.
His leg got stepped on too with the cleats. I saw his Under Armour rip. What have you thought about Serie A so far? Anything been on your mind lately from other games?
Well, I think today Ronaldo deserved the red card, to my understanding. That he kicked the Cagliari goalkeeper in the face, and I think that was a straight red. To my opinion, I can be technically wrong, but I think with that high kick and the cleats right into his face, I think that's a straight red and not a yellow card. Juventus put the game away the first 30 minutes. I was expecting more of an easier win from Lazio against Crotone, and they suffered until the end. So that tells me that Lazio is not at their greatest of physical shape at this point, because they lost against Juventus and they barely won against the last place team. I know they have very little chances against Bayern Munich, but it's also, I think, something going on there in the locker room between the coach and the president. I think there's also something going on there. But what's exciting, I think, more than the first places, the first Champions League spot, I think, is the relegation spots. Teams that are trying to stay afloat in Serie A, and that they don't want to go to Serie B, that they're fighting to remain in Serie A, and that race is really, really close, and it will come down to the last game of the season.
What happened? Mertens?
Mertens right now does not have the 90 minutes in his legs, so I guess Gattuso is trying to build his minutes a little bit at a time by increasing every game a certain amount of playing time, but doesn't want to keep him on the field for the whole 90 minutes, because you still have a certain amount of games to play. So we will see Osimhen the second half coming in. Lozano is getting better. He should be back against Roma next week. I doubt he's going to start, but we should see Lozano a few minutes next Sunday against Roma. Another away game for Napoli next week.
Yeah, Osimhen was actually supposed to star in the probable lineups, but it looks like Mertens is there instead. Like you were saying, maybe he wants to get him play more minutes and stuff like that. Because to me, Osimhen's a little hot and cold. Depends. he only shows up sometimes. It feels like he still hasn't gotten a good foot with Napoli like he did in the beginning of the season until he started getting injured and all the COVID and all the controversies and stuff like that.
Well, it looks like lately he did get his speed back. Speed and physicality, but Osimhen is a type of player that needs a lot of space. He needs space. He needs real estate. He needs
everyone
room.
is going down.
He needs,
There's so many fouls.
It's becoming it looks like the timing are off on these tackles and on these.
Everyone is getting hurt.
Yeah,
literally.
It's like the timing. The timing is off. There's
Oh my gosh.
Well, the first few minutes we really haven't seen anything except that vertical pass, the opportunity of Milan and the corner kick from Napoli. But other than that, it's been a very, whistling and stopping every 40 seconds basically. That the ref had to stop the.
Who's somebody that's impressed you lately in Serie A? Who's a player?
You know, I really like. I watch him play. Barro from Bologna. I think that kid belongs in a great team.
I like that choice.
I think he belongs the opportunity to play for a good team, and that fights for important spots. See, Bologna is the type of club that they really don't program anything. That they're always going to finish in the middle of the standing, and there's really no programming. They really live on a day-to-day basis and year-to-year basis. They're really not a long-term project to bring the team to a certain level and create some kind of
project or something.
Of a project like Atalanta did or Sassuolo. So I think he deserves to he scores crucial goals, and he has great positioning and great vision of the game. I enjoy watching him play.
He's the thing with Bologna to me is they're a very streaky team. Sometimes they lose. You expect them to win. They don't win.
Right. It's a very unpredictable team that. It's one of those teams that, let's say, if you had the back in the day when you were playing the schedina of the Totocalcio back in the day, the 70s and 80s, where you had to guess 13 games and not bet on individual games. You had all the
they're the ones who screw you up.
That would be the team that would break.
That's funny.
If you would win millions or you would win $10.
That's funny.
Because you don't know what was going to happen.
They mess you up.
What was going to happen. Which Bologna was going to show up on that particular. Look, they beat Sampdoria today, and Sampdoria, another team that at times relaxes itself because they basically have nowhere to go. They know they're going to finish in the middle. They're not going to go to Serie B.
They're not going to go to
Europa League, so they're in the middle. So basically, their season is basically over. They'll win one.
Handball.
They'll tie
It's
one.
A handball
they
from
win
Theo.
one.
No, it's a handball. It's not going to count. It's a handball. Okay, that he's going to score. We do have a donation from Little Germanius. He says, may I interrupt to say how disgusted I am at Roma and that disgraceful performance today?
If you guys don't know, Parma beat Roma 2-0, and Parma, this is their first win in 17 Serie A games.
17 games.
Serie A games.
So since the new owner, basically.
Pretty much. And this, I was just going to say, this Roma team has actually been playing good, even though there's a lot of controversy. They haven't been a top side, but they're fighting for a top four.
The Roma team this season, they did really well against teams on the left side of the standings.
Yeah.
When I mean the left side, I mean the teams that are
the bottom,
the middle, the bottom, middle, and bottom.
Yeah, not the
what
top.
Roma was not performing was against teams
and the top
teams, but they always did well.
Good ball. Donnarumma came out,
but always did well against teams. The lower teams. So today was actually, but again, you're playing on Thursday. You played against a very physical Shakhtar team last Thursday.
Great win by them, by the way.
Even though great win, and I think they're moving on to the next round. And this is where a team like Napoli should take advantage that these teams are playing on Thursdays and on the weekend, and we need desperately these points if we want to reach top 4 or just basically go in Euro. Here we go, another one on the floor. It's very.
Ludo, we've talked about this a few times this season. I'm not sure if you had your say, but we talked about whether, because you brought up with the Roma how they haven't done their best with the top tier teams, but they picked up points against the lower league bottom half of the table. What do you think of Fonseca since he's came to Roma? You think he's a good coach for the job? Do you think he's a little shaky? You're unsure of him, or what?
And some precedent. The people in the chat are not too happy because my dad is a big fan of Fonseca, so he's been showing him a lot of love.
Peter's not.
So there's a lot of pushback from the fans on Fonseca.
People are back and forth around the
in our
fence.
comment section.
Well, I do like Fonseca, but let's keep in mind that based on the history of Roma, the city, they're very passionate about their team. So I always felt that the past owners, always did base their decisions on how the fans felt about the coach. So you basically, if you look at the last 20 years, you never had a coach more than 1 year, a year and a half, max 2, and then he was gone. Whether it was the locker room that fired the coach or the pressure from the fans to the owners, they fired. But I believe now with this new American ownership, I think Fonseca has a saying. He's respected. He made tough decisions, and the club backed him up with Dzeko when he decided to put him. When he decided to sit him down based on what happens, and it also showed that whatever happened with Dzeko, that particular incident, and another player or two, I forgot their names, the team stayed compact and played for him. So I do think he is a coach. He knows that he has the owners now behind him that will defend him, and I think he deserves a chance, and he deserves to move forward with Roma. And I think they have a very good chance based on how they've been performing in Europa League. They have a very good chance of reaching the semis or even the final. Yes, I do agree with Gaetano. I do like Fonseca. I think he deserves another year in Roma. I think he's respected by the players, by the locker room, and what happened with Dzeko had no bearing on his status or on his impact as a coach. The team continued to play and follow him, and you see even a couple of young players that he's able to bring. Pellegrini is having a great season, and a couple of changes that he made, inventing players.
Nice ball! What a ball, Di Lorenzo! It's saved from Donnarumma. Yeah, but it wasn't a great shot.
He made it seem
changing a few
was,
positions in Roma. Players putting the players in center forward, changing their spots. He was on. Yeah, a lot of room.
Di
in
Lorenzo,
the middle.
great ball.
A lot of
great
room
ball.
in the middle.
And we're drinking Amaro del Capo, by the way. When Ludo comes, we drink Amaro del Capo.
Yeah, he got it with the tip of his.
boot.
Yeah, he didn't hit it well.
If he laced that, it's a goal.
Did you watch Champions League at all? Any games? Europa? Anything you've seen, even if it's not from Serie A teams?
Well, no, I did watch I watched the Juve game on Tuesday.
Another crunching tackle. Oh my gosh. These first 15 minutes, how many guys have we seen?
I haven't seen any yellow cards yet.
Yeah, we haven't.
I haven't seen any yellow cards, and this game might get out of hand unless he takes out one or two.
Jesus.
Seems like a lot of players are sleeping, and then the other players are too close to stop, and that's when you have that collisions. Look, is that what? Well, Donnarumma, I'm not surprised at anything that he does today. I wouldn't be surprised to see Superman.
Zielinski didn't hit it well.
Yeah.
No, yes,
he didn't hit it well.
Yeah.
Right.
Hit it with his toes.
Hit with his. So you were saying about Champions. I did watch the Juve game.
What'd you think?
Well, I was extremely disappointed in Juventus. That should have never happened. I would have expected more from Ronaldo overall during the game, especially playing the whole second half with 10 men, and then what he did in the wall was basically that's unexcusable. I mean, there's no excuse on what happened with that free kick that Lione scored.
Porto.
Yeah. I mean Porto.
Lyon was the year before.
Right. And Ajax was the year before that.
Yeah.
Jesus.
See, Milan is not allowing Napoli to
more fouls
on the restart. Yeah,
Gotta give a
again.
yellow
more
card.
fouls.
Gotta give a yellow card because they're gonna get more dangerous.
Hey, that's late. That's arriving late. That's after the ball left Politano's foot, and you touching the player.
Napoli playing pretty decent though.
They're playing. They're not. Milan is not allowing Napoli the restarts. They're closing really well those triangles. They're closing the gaps, and not allowing Napoli to really maneuver the ball and force the pass in the back.
What do you think about because I mean, listen, it's safe to say Lazio's out against Bayern Munich. They're not going to be able to come back. Do you think Atalanta still has a shot, or do you think all the Italian teams are out of Champions League?
Well, I think Atalanta does have a shot because Atalanta on a different scale, you never know which Atalanta shows up on a particular day. Mm-hmm. You would have that Atalanta that opens the theater, and you have a great performance. All 11 players on the same page, all 11 players playing really, really well.
Leao won the ball. Is that Manon?
I do not know what to say about Maximovic anymore. I think all the words Maximovic, Mario Rui, and Isai. He did push him a little bit, and the off balance from the.
But he should have done better, Maximovic.
So we have seen Atalanta this season that they give a great performance where all the 11 players on the field and whoever comes off the bench also does their job, and these guys put on a performance. Great game to watch and great culture to watch for 90 minutes. So I think a speedy performance, a running performance, a concentrated performance, and of course against those big teams, you cannot afford to make 1 ounce of a mistake, because one mistake that you make, they will score on you. A team like Real Madrid will score on you. So you have to be perfect. You have to be perfect for 90 plus minutes.
Nice.
Highly concentrated, nice ball into the deep space. But now we're lacking. Okay,
Insigne, he's inside the box. Try to pull it back.
Baluda, did you think
wasn't it Insigne?
Do you think it was a red card for Atalanta that they gave up when they got sent off? Do you remember Atalanta got a red card? I believe it was
the last man.
Who was it?
Was it like Toloi? Palomino?
Maybe Toloi. Maybe it was Toloi.
No,
it wasn't Palomino.
That particular.
You don't remember? You don't recall?
No, that I don't. Against Real Madrid, that I don't.
Okay.
I don't recall.
Because there was a lot of controversy on it.
I mean,
1-0. It wasn't last man. It wasn't from behind the foul.
1-0 is a game that.
That's doable to overturn.
It's doable, absolutely, because so you are playing away, but we know that those away goals are very precious, and also Real Madrid, based on Atalanta's speed and the way they play that total culture where everyone runs at the same speed and the way the team moves up.
Oh, Freuler, the comments are saying.
Yeah, the Real Madrid has to be careful of not giving up any any goals. But Atalanta needs to be perfect. Needs to have that perfect overall match from everyone. It looks like lately Ilicic is not getting along with Gasperini, because Gasperini is asking him to do certain things, and I guess Ilicic does not comply with what the coach wants from him. And I think one game he was even sub. He came in and then he was taken out 20 minutes later.
He hasn't become the regular starter as we expected him to be, just like last season. He's more of now an impact sub.
Yes.
Which we're not really used to.
Right. He's trying to, Mike, what do you know, when you have a guy like Muriel that even with his eyes closed, whatever he touches becomes gold.
No, yeah, it's hard.
He's
There's
having one of those,
They have a lot of
one of those
players.
seasons, Muriel, where, the guy gets one opportunity and he'll put the ball in. Here we go, another foul. So, well, it is a physical game from Milan, from the Milan side. A lot of fouls, but we have played how many minutes so far?
I believe it's 25, maybe.
25 minutes. 24 minutes, and we still haven't seen a
yellow card.
A yellow card. Very little opportunities. A lot of playing in the middle, congested in the middle with a lot of fouls, and every once in a while you see these breakaways, but not a really nice game.
It's not
to
fluid
watch.
at all. It's very scrappy
To watch so far. Not an entertaining game so far.
Oh, he had the ball to
See the way they close them right away. They put that cage around the ball carrier that do not allow the Napoli player to release the ball and look for the open player. So we need to be a little bit quicker in releasing the ball and doing more movement off the ball, attacking the free space now.
Oh, Politano with that run. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think he was looking for that one. Oh, that's a foul. No? Oh, he stomped on him.
He played advantage, that's why. First
Here we
yellow
go.
card.
First yellow card. Who got the yellow card?
It's a Napoli player. I just don't know who.
So that's
on the challenge from
also a
Tonali.
verbal warning for Pioli.
Maximovic. Right? 19, yeah. Maximovic.
You really got a piece of him there.
First yellow card of the
He's
game.
like, oh, finally found my card. Here you go.
I don't. Rachmani is hurt. He got hurt during the week.
Manolas is her.
Manolas has been hurt the whole
His whole
he plays
career
one
at
game,
Napoli.
He's hurt. He has back issues plus
Back
muscular issues and his back issues are also they had those issues at Roma as well.
Not as much.
Not as much though.
Yeah, over
but
here it's different.
Rachmani, I think Rachmani potentially could become a good center back if he plays with continuity. Continuously. We could see the Rachmani at Verona again as of next season. But I feel that Maximovic is overrated. He's high, has to go. Maximovic has to go. These guys are their contracts are up.
Rahman is good though.
And Mario Rui, guy's not even good in washing dishes to my to my understanding.
That's an insult to dishes.
Zielinski is coming back into shape. See, we the lack of movement of the.
Here it is.
Here we go.
Tomori, what a beast. Oh, hit the referee. This guy Tomori is
So
everywhere.
It becomes a.
If it changes directions, if the referee changes the directions, then they stop it. This guy Tomori was very quick to react too. He's so good. What do you make of Tonali?
Tonali, potentially he could be a good player, and this is the Serie A mentality that, and this is why Verratti was one of the reasons why he left Italy and he went to PSG, because Verratti, when he was at Pescara with Immobile and Insigne, he had basically signed a contract with Napoli. But back then, Mazzarri said, "Listen, you know, I will take you in Napoli, but you will play. I will get you in a little bit at a time, just like Tonali is doing."
Oh, here's a chance for Mertens. Tomori again.
Just like Pioli is doing with Tonali, and Verratti said no. And then PSG stepped in, and they purchased him. So Tonali needs time, but again, players. The Serie A, it is beginning to change in Serie A, the mentality where they are giving these young players the opportunity to make them the mistakes and to play and to continue
What a ball.
on a weekly basis.
What a
always
ball,
play.
Kessie.
And yes, they are going to make mistakes because they're young. But Tonali, he has the tools. He has the technical ability, he has the vision, but he needs to play on a continuous basis, which this year is not happening at Milan. It's an investment for the
Future.
And when you got a guy like Kessie that's having the season of his lifetime, it's hard to get a new player in. But they deserve these, these opportunities, and that's why I like so much the Bayern Munich method. I love their method. I love their method of vision, of remaining strong.
Zielinski. Oh my gosh. Zielinski just wide.
I thought that was the opener.
Wasn't it? I think the coach of Poland had once said if Zielinski could score, he'd be better than De Bruyne.
That was the F.A. Boniek, former Juve player and Roma player.
He's not the coach of. He's not the president of Poland.
FA, their federation.
What is he there?
He's the head of their federation.
The president?
I'm not sure. I don't know what his exact position is, but
The point remains.
So I believe what was it?
Maximo.
Bayern. Yeah, it's another.
It's another yellow. No, the referee doesn't like cards. He's saving them.
the thing that's scary is this can cause a potential injury. The way they're going about it, very harsh challenges.
I like it. Did he clip him?
Yeah, you got him.
That's a late. Yeah, that's a late. That's a late tackle. The ball was already.
Theo just coming back from injury too.
Kessie stepped up big time too. I feel like I had doubts about him like earlier on. There was some times where I saw he would make too many mistakes, but he's really been great. He's really been great. Sorry, what were you saying about the Bayern Munich method? Where you were saying
every
that
year they buy one famous big player
From Dortmund.
and then young players, giving the opportunity to the young quality players to let's say rise to the occasion, to mature. Against Lazio, what they have, a 2003 or 2004 player on the field.
yeah, the Spanish guy, right?
Escalante.
I think did he score?
Escalante we're talking about?
What?
Midfielder?
Well,
Midfield?
I don't remember his name.
yeah, but I think it was either 2003 or 2004.
Yeah, you're right.
Player on the field, and yes, I get it. The Bundesliga is not Serie, it's not Serie A, but I guess it's the mentality that these young players, these clubs giving the opportunity to the young players to make mistakes,
The French
and
league
not
also
to put
does
so
that.
much weight on their shoulders at a young age. Make mistakes and keep growing and keep maturing, and that's the method. I like, even with what's his name, with Vlahovic. I always liked that kid. And look, he's a 2000, and there was only 2 players in Serie A to date born in 2000 that scored in Serie A double digits goals. Vlahovic is one, and the other one plays for Juventus. The redhead guy, what's his name?
Kulusevski.
Yes, he also
Matt.
that scored more than 10 goals in a season.
But isn't it kind of bullshit to say that it's the German league, like it's weak? Because I mean, they perform in Europe. Like we could say, okay, yeah, the Serie A is hard, but none of our teams have performed in Europe in years. So maybe we have a harder league, but guess what? When we go to Europe, we don't put a good showing.
Mark, I don't think we have. I don't think it's the. I think it's a state of mind, and that's what the Italian teams lack. You have that Serie A state of mind, and then you have that the European competition state of mind, which it takes time to acquire, to have, and that's where I feel Juventus at this point is lacking that state of mind mentality.
He's got to be off. He's not off.
He's off.
That's what I thought.
I thought he was. Maybe not.
Really?
And that's what Ronaldo was supposed to bring to Juventus, but did not happen to date. The Insigne today is in great form.
Tomori again. Tomori is literally everywhere.
Really allowing very space.
Gosh.
They're closing his timing.
He's phenomenal.
Yeah, they're closing
This
and
guy,
reading
Tomori.
where the ball is gonna go.
Theo Hernandez on the left side if they could find him. No, Çalhanoğlu is not able to find him. I don't know. I don't put the blame all on Ronaldo. I mean, the guy can't do everything himself. For the past 2 years, too, the year before Ajax and Lyon, he was the only one to show up. I agree he was poor in the match against Porto, I mean, by all obvious terms. But I think that the guy can't do every single thing on his own. Hakan with a shot way wide. I don't even think it's a corner.
I think it's deflection.
I think he just missed it. That wasn't Leao.
Well, against Lyon, he was a no-show.
That was Hakan.
You played with 10 men the entire second half against Porto. I keep saying Lyon.
Yeah, because Lyon he showed. Porto he didn't.
Well, Mark, I disagree. I feel that the only European showing that Ronaldo really had by carrying the team on his shoulders was when he scored the 3 goals against Atletico Madrid, and that Juventus lost 2-0 against Atletico Madrid. I think was March of 2019, and then he scored 3 goals in Torino, and they won 3-2 in Juventus. That I feel that was the only showing where he really has a leader and as a player that has that Champions League European state of mind, took the team on his shoulders. But under Ronaldo with Juventus, they lost. They were eliminated by 3 teams: Porto, Lione, and Ajax, where teams that not qualified, not strong teams, they were knocked out. And against Allegri, at least they reached 2 finals, and they were eliminated by teams that had cojones, strong ones, and he got the coach fired.
No, I mean, I don't think it's Ronaldo that got the coach fired.
Well, I think his input was very important there, even with Sarri, where Georgina was tweeting Auma, she was sending out certain messages via social via social media. So I don't think the investment that Juventus made on Ronaldo with the salary, remember he gets 31 million a year clean, so it's not 31 million plus what Juventus paid. I don't think overall that investment, I don't think for Juventus paid off.
I disagree.
It would only pay off if Juventus would win the Champions League, and not just to buy Ronaldo and invest over 250 million to win Serie A, that you won Serie A Scudettos with Matri on the field and with Zaza on the field.
Yeah, but times are different, number one. And number two, Ronaldo, what he did to raise Juventus's level in terms of branding has been sensational. They couldn't pay for anyone to have raised their level.
Mike, I disagree. Because look at what Juventus had to do, and look what's happening at Uma in the background. Juventus, that their budget, that their overall assets have diminished because Ronaldo's investment has not paid off, and they're selling these players at Uma with 35, 40 million in order to offset the losses.
But again, I disagree. I understand
what they call in Italian plusvalenze. I don't know how to say that in English.
Yeah, it's profit.
Right, so they're selling these players to Atalanta, to Genoa, and to other teams in Serie A for 25, 30 million. These players, they barely played 5 minutes in Serie A to offset that.
Yeah, but
minus.
I understand what you mean. I think that for me personally, I would say that it's overpaying certain other players' salaries. Like if you would look at the salaries over the past few years, I think that it's really easy to see who actually was overpaid in terms of the value that they were returning back, and certain transfers that look like they were free, right, in terms of the transfer fee. But then when you look at the salaries, you're wasting a huge salary cap.
Well, you're looking at 7, 8, 9 million euros
for a few players,
for a few year, but that's what everybody. That's net. What everybody gets. Juventus. So you want them to in the Champions League to do better. But it's also on the planning. And let's not forget what Nedved said. And the president, Agnelli, said, Ronaldo came to bring Champions League to Juventus. We are winning the Champions League with Ronaldo. Ramsey, I came to Juventus to win the Champions League.
Well, everybody comes. I mean, you're not going to go.
The programming has not been there. And I feel that Ronaldo plays for himself, and he wants the whole team to play for him. But if you want the whole team to play for you and you're playing for yourself, you got to carry that team on your shoulders. And I don't think he has done that, to my understanding, except that game against Atletico Madrid, where the real Ronaldo came out and took Juventus by himself to the next round. Remember, they got eliminated 3 years in a row against baby teams.
Yeah, but it can't just be him.
Lione, Porto, and Ajax.
But football can't just be one player. It can't be, because he can't just do everything on his own. And if you look at it, like, I do agree that the best form of branding, winning a Champions League is the best.
Marco, Juventus has a roster of 25
we disagree on
players.
That.
Let's not believe who they have on their you have international
but
players.
it's overrated. It's written on paper that they're really good, but then if you check the performances, if you check what as actually gets done, there's guys that with a smaller name that make way less who actually put in better performances than those guys.
I feel, Mark, it's also the state of mind. Like I said, I think there's two state of minds. Juventus in Serie A, they have that state of mind where we need this game. We have this game. This is ours. They go out there and they get the job done. Just like Inter this year in Serie A, they're acquiring that state of mind where today we're going to suffer for 95 minutes. We're going to split blood, but we're going to find a way to win this game. Mm-hmm. So Inter is acquiring this state of mind, and this is why they're going to win the Scudetto. Juventus already has it for many, many, many years, but that state of mind in European competition, Juventus does not.
Okay, we agree.
Juventus does not.
We agree.
Have where they're just. Don't come together. So at this point, what do you do now? I think, to my understanding and my opinion, would be if Juventus wants to reach certain levels, semifinals, or go further in Champions League, you have to invest in young players. You have to have a serious programming, and not just to buy Band-Aids every year because another team is getting rid of that player for free, and you could get that player.
We agree.
$9 million.
We agree, 100%.
So now you got the Chiesa, which is working. You have the redheaded guy. Kulusevski. I can't pronounce his name, which is now you need to find those players. You think you can believe in McKennie, that McKennie can become a player, a next level player, even not just for Serie A, against Genoa or against other teams, against big teams, against the European teams. Now you need to find those players, and maybe a year or maybe 2 years, you're not even going to get to the next round. Mm-hmm. But you are programming in a certain way, and not just every year on putting. And the mistake was to say, we got Ronaldo, boom. Ronaldo will take us to the promised land.
But that's not Ronaldo's fault.
What Ronaldo failed to do, to my understanding, Mark, what he failed to do is to help the team in growing their mental approach and their frame of mind in the European competition.
But it can't be
Bringing
all
the
around.
average player
Well,
and elevate his level by helping him grow at certain levels. Not Serie A, in the European in that state of mind of European competition.
I agree with your point. I just don't agree with the specific terms of that it's Ronaldo's fault. Like, I agree with what Roncone said over there, where Juventus has not built the team correctly around Ronaldo. That I would agree with. I don't think it's Ronaldo's fault that the team has not always performed. Of course, everybody's at fault at the end of the day, but I think that it was poorly balanced in terms of how the team was shaped around him, which I think it's easy to overlook in Ronaldo because, like, you know, you see him at Madrid where he was the man, right? But it also fails to realize that that Madrid team overall was way better than what Juventus have been.
I mean, look, at the end of the day, Ludo, I feel like you're being a little too harsh. Yes, Ronaldo's the main man. Yes, he's getting paid the most. But at the end of the day, you can't expect to win the Champions League when you have players like Rabiot, Bentancur, Ramsey. They're not
Marco,
Champions League
I
quality.
don't agree. 250 million euros spent for Ronaldo to score 130 goals in Serie A and win 3 Scudettos. You didn't need Ronaldo to win the Scudetto.
I understand that, but Juventus, they didn't properly facilitate
You won
the whole
Scudettos
squad.
before Ronaldo came.
Do you think Juve's midfield is good enough to win a Champions League is what I'm saying? And now you can't expect Ronaldo to put everything on his shoulders like that. Do you think Rabiot, do you think he's a Champions League winning player? Do you think Bentancur is a Champions League winning player?
It all depends on how
a
you...
Champions League winning player. There's only so much they could do with that midfield. At Real Madrid, they have Toni Kroos, they have Modric, Casemiro. These are like players. And then you go to Juventus with a midfield of, you can say Serie B if you compare them to Real Madrid. You know what I'm saying?
Mike,
So I
I'm
think
not
there's a
disagreeing
huge
with you,
difference
but
in
look
that.
at this game against Lione where you play with 10 men
No, yeah, that's a
for
poor match.
49 minutes and
Porto.
against Porto. Why are you saying
I don't know. I just want to make sure so that they don't say that.
That was a-
Against Porto, you playing the entire second half
No,
with
that was a
one
poor match
man,
overall.
right?
Yeah.
And Ronaldo, to me, a player of that caliber, to me was a no-show.
No,
To
no.
me, was a-
we
was a
agree.
no-show.
We agree.
That was
We
a poor
agree.
match, yeah.
Yeah,
To
we
me,
agree.
was a
Overall,
no-show.
though,
But I was happy to see
overall.
Chiesa
Yeah,
grow
totally.
and take charge and score those decisive goals.
He was fantastic.
With very little, right. So that to me will help him in the future with Juventus. But again, can Chiesa? He needs time. What's his name? The redhead? Kulusevski. He needs time.
Why don't you remember that?
I don't know. I can't pronounce his
You know, who
have
does
too
he?
much Amaro
Which one?
to drink.
Which one of our friends does he remind you of?
Matt Red?
Yeah, I was gonna tell you. You could just call him that too if you want.
So you need to find now these players and not invest so much on one player because you think he's going to make you win.
Mm-hmm.
You need to find these players where, okay, you're going to have a couple of years to grow and mature and play in Champions League every single year, and you're going to grow a little bit at a time. You're going to make mistakes? Fine, beautiful. You're young. Continue making mistakes and learn from them. But you also need a coach. And listen, it's going to be a very busy and thoughtful summer for Juventus in programming and see who, I think he's off. Yeah, who they got to get rid of and who they need to purchase. But if you ask me at this point, do you keep Ronaldo for next season? Or if you have the opportunity to sell him this season, my opinion would be let him go.
Wow.
Let him go.
Have
and
fun.
invest on players that can help you go and have a serious Champions League project. Because that's the main focus.
You need to go. How many players would you need that if you say take out Ronaldo? You need at least 3 or 4 very good players to really compete.
Well, you need
And
very
splash
well
cash.
to compete where in Champions
In the
League. I'm
cha-
not
of
saying
course,
no,
Champions
Mike. I'm
League.
not saying to compete in Champions League.
What are you saying to
You need
compete
those
in now?
players to
Serie A?
compete in Serie A to finish, the top 4 and qualify every year because you are Juventus.
They could do that,
You
though,
have the
right
money.
now.
You need to qualify
Yeah.
for. Are you going to win the Scudetto? Listen, today you don't need to win the Scudetto in order to Scudetto is not that important. You finish fourth, you qualify for champions. It's not like the 60s, the 70s, and the 80s where only the first team, you had to win the Scudetto in order to qualify. But who are these players? The scouts. You need important scouts that will bring in the young players and create a serious project on how you want to play and identify those 2-3 players in order to build a team around them and for the future. Dybala, do I see Dybala in this project? Absolutely not. Dybala gets depressed when he's not part of a project, and when he is part of a project, he's also depressed because he can't handle the pressure. So you're dealing with a player that on both sides, I'm not part of the project, and he gets mentally depressed. They're not considering me. I'm not being considered. I'm not important on this team. And he goes in depression. Then when they make him feel important, then he starts shaking.
He needs a mental
because
coach.
he cannot take that, just like Higuain. Here we go again with a mental coach. Either you have it or not. It's a mental state of mind. Either you have it.
He needs a hug like Higuain sometimes.
he needs us to talk to him with a bottle of Amaro.
So he can't.
We'll get it out of him.
He's one of those mysteries where he cannot handle the pressure. It's always mentally. He gets very down on himself. So he's 27 now?
About.
Right. So if this player at 27 has not made a statement on the field that was not able to be a determined player, basta. That's it. Invest now. You need to, and not
look
just
for the future now, right?
Yeah, you got to look at the you have to look at the future and identify players that will bring you to the next level and make you grow. You need serious scouts with serious vision that you can bring to Juventus.
And now, Ludo, there's some controversy. We know that Juve are obviously out of the Champions League now, but you said that it seems like it's wrapped up for Inter. You don't see Juve now, since they're out of the Champions League, out of Europe. Now
he said
focused,
it's Inter's to lose.
Yeah,
but you don't think there's a chance?
I see. Well,
he said it's Inter's to lose.
Listen, there's always a chance until mathematically you're out of something. Until mathematically says you cannot win it anymore. There's always a chance. But the way Inter has been playing, the way Inter suffers on the field, Inter is not playing well, but they're still finding a way to get the 3 points. They suffer. They're compact. They're together. And the team is united, and it looks like that they have eliminated the issues with the ownership completely, whether it's Conte's eliminating the team from the voices of Suning selling the team, not having money, and not able to do things. The team doesn't care what's happening behind the desk. They only worry about the technical side on the field, and it looks like the team is together. And the look against Atalanta, they didn't deserve to win the game, but you roll up your sleeves, and you suffer for 88 minutes, and you bring home the 3 points in any which way you can do it. Today against Torino.
They would have tied last season or the season before.
Right. Yeah. Today against Torino, there you go again. Boom. Lautaro, with
beautiful header.
He puts that ball in when it needs to be put in. Yeah. At the right time of the game. Another 3 points. Of course, that helps when you only play one game a week, and you have a solid roster of.
Let's see these highlights.
Of over 24 players.
It's offending. It's just awful. Yeah. This comment from Tarsis. He says Conte is an expert at winning league titles. He is very Juventino in his approach.
Well, Conte also he burns his players the second year round. Burns a lot of his players, but it looks like he's maybe
Makes it easy when you're only in one competition.
Oh, absolutely. It does make it. It does. Why they're only in one competition? Because even with the roster that they had, with the payroll that they had, and the experienced players that they had, Champions League requires a different state of mind. Requires a different approach, which Inter does not. Which Inter does not have after 2 years that this team is being. Has been together.
They just care about winning the league. They're just
Well,
begging to try to just win the league once, and that's it. I don't think they even. Not that they don't care, but they're like, all right, whatever. Even if you have to lose in Champions League, we need to win a league. That's the full focus and the total job for Conte and for his men. And I think that we've said it time and time again. When Conte has to focus on just the league and he has 7 days to prepare, he's a really good coach. I mean, he is pragmatic. He gets the job done. We saw it everywhere that he's gone. When he was at Juventus with a terrible team, when he was at Chelsea, when he was at Inter, he got the job done. When in the leagues, he consistently won. He went to Juve, he won. He went to Chelsea, he won. And now he goes to Inter, where he's probably going to win the league too. He's very good in the league. We know his European form is the thing usually that doesn't carry him. And like you said, usually the second, third year, there starts to become some problems. And it almost happened last year. It was very close to, I think everything was very close to unraveling. There was one point in the summertime where I remember when they were saying days away from him leaving Inter and leaving the project. And I think right now they're looking at Juve, and it's kind of like in the wild when you're seeing a wounded animal, an animal that dominates the jungle. You see it wounded, and like, you know what? Forget everything. Forget the payments. Forget the structure. Let's just go out there, get this job done, and then in the summer, we'll sort what happmes. That's how I see it with Inter.
Well, Juventus won the 9 Scudetto. It was only Juventus and Napoli. The Milano teams were not the same. The teams that they are today. Milan with the ownerships and the not having money, selling, buying, who's coming in, who's taking over the team. They didn't know who they were or what they were. So that team would now at least they have a project and they know where they're heading and they're getting stronger every year. Inter the same. The same thing. Roma, Lazio. Now these teams are getting stronger. They have projects, and Juventus, with the focus only on the Champions League, allows these teams to step up. But it takes time. Everything. I don't want to sound repetitive, but to me, it's a state of mind. Look at Lazio. Lazio did not play Champions League for over 20 years. Yes, you might be able to play the first round, and you are playing against teams who are inferior than you, and you will go to the next round. But then when it counts is when you don't have that state of mind, when you're playing against where you have 180 minutes. It's not 6 games. 5 games. It's only 2 games is where a different state of mind comes into play. And Lazio simply, they looked like an amateur team against Bayern Munich by making silly mistakes. Right, they were scared. They were.
Musacchio's back pass, he was nervous.
Right, there was no one there to bring the team, that experience, that leadership to say, okay, I've been here. Guys, let's try to do this. And that's basically what happened. Atalanta, listen, the same thing with Atalanta. Even though Atalanta is a club that has nothing to lose, has nothing to lose. They're Atalanta. They're not a.
They didn't play bad though.
No,
I wouldn't say they
Absolutely.
played very good, considering they were playing with 10 men the majority of the match, and they conceded in the last minute against Real Madrid.
I think they have a chance. I think they have a chance of beating today's Real Madrid. But again, you need to come out, be careful, concentrated, play that perfect game that Atalanta is capable of playing, like a flying team, attacking, a flying team, defending
as a unit,
and as a unit. And I think you can put Real Madrid in.
I'm gonna put this in the freezer.
In
coffins,
difficulties, right? Yeah, absolutely. I think you can put. Create difficulties with in Real Madrid. Again, they're Atalanta. They go there. They say, okay, listen, we're Atalanta. Let's try our best. We get eliminated. Okay, we get eliminated, but we're still Atalanta.
But let's show them that,
Right, but let's go
show
out
them
there
who
and
we
give
are.
120.
Which they did last year in Champions League, which were so close of going to the semifinals, just a few
Correct.
minutes away against PSG. But unfortunately, they conceded late on, 2 late goals from them. But yeah, Atalanta definitely the team that could pull the biggest surprise right now for all the Serie A
The
teams.
only team.
That's what it is.
The only.
Yeah, that can pull the to progress in the Champions
The,
League.
the thing about Atalanta too, which I think that like we said, like if you're going based off probabilities, obviously we're a Serie A channel. We're trying to find the glimpses of hope where we could see an aspect going through. When Lazio played Bayern Munich, we said, listen, of course we want Lazio to do something, but don't get your hopes up. It was always a hard uphill battle.
You didn't expect those silly mistakes, amateur
Yeah, we didn't
mistakes, and that.
expect
But if you showed me the score,
if
if you showed me the score line, I wouldn't be surprised. I think is like more so the thing. I would
how
be like,
they came about,
yeah,
how it happened.
Yeah,
That
for sure.
It was disappointing
For
how
sure.
it happened. Okay, that silly mistake, and
I think everybody mostly was like, when you see Lazio get Bayern, you're like, oh, okay, like Bayern's gonna go through. You need a miracle. But when you see Atalanta, there is that hope. There's that hope where like you don't know what to expect. Also mixed with the Real Madrid, who's not as strong as before.
Of course,
and I think now they also added an aspect where like Atalanta's pissed off. They're pissed off about the refereeing decisions that happened to them in the last one. So I agree with you guys where they have that attitude where it's like, you know what? We're just gonna go all in, and you're gonna be screwed. So they're not a fun team to play against. Atalanta, like
Very gritty.
it's super tough. That's
when that team comes out and they play as a unit and everyone is on the same page on that particular Sunday, just go back in the locker room because you have no chance. I mean, the way you came out, go back after 5 minutes, and because they will give you
a hard
beat.
time.
Yeah, no, they are. That's a game to
It's fun
to watch. Yeah,
that's one where you're like, you know what? I'm not missing it. You can't miss it because there could be magic
entertaining. You are going to get an entertaining game.
It's kind of like on a smaller scale because you can't say that they're like Ajax of the couple years ago because they didn't achieve enough yet, but they have that aspect to Ajax where you didn't know what to expect. You knew that if you watched Ajax in the Champions League, there was a real possibility that they were going to cause a major upset. And I think Atalanta has it to them. Not saying that they're going to knock Real Madrid out,
they have those
but they
vibes.
have that they have that characteristic where it's like a Joker, almost, where it's like they really might come out and screw you over. And I think that now of all years, there really is a possibility for Atalanta to get through it. We hope.
Absolutely.
We hope.
Absolutely. No. Let's hope that they do go through. But on a different note, I think also when it comes to Juventus, me personally, I think Nedved and Paratici, they need to go. It's time for change. Just like they did with Marotta, to bring fresh ideas, new prospects, new faces, and new ideas to bring into the club and really build something serious for the future. That Juventus with the right choices, with the right players and the right programming, Juventus can reach the final in 2-3 years. Juventus can have a very competitive team for the following 3-4 years and create a cycle where every year they will be competitive in Champions League.
Looking back, do you think that getting rid of Marotta was a bad decision?
I don't think it was. It was a decision that had to be made because I guess Juventus found out. Remember, it's a cultural world, just like here, us at the amateur level. Like me personally, I work for the Brooklyn Italians on a full time. I mean, I'm the director of many young players that play for our club. But if they go try out for a different club, or they go somewhere, or a parent makes a phone call, I find out right away the next day. You understand what I'm trying to say? I saw this guy there. So
you think it was that?
I think it was. I think Marotta started talking to certain people at Inter, and Juventus found out.
So you don't think it was a reverse? You don't think it was Juventus that wanted to get rid of Marotta and then he started talking?
I don't think so. I think it was Marotta that started talking, and Juventus found out through other,
Yeah.
just
Of
like the
course.
media today finds out certain things that are happening in the locker room. This guy fights with that guy. This guy smacked that guy. This guy did this. This guy did that. How are these things leaking out? Somebody's leaking these things, these events or these things that happen. So Marotta was talking to with the Inter that they wanted to create a serious project. They wanted to start on planning, and Juventus found out, and they said, "Listen, you're going to the competition. You're going to the team that Juventus, technically speaking, culture-wise, we hate. They're our competitors. That we don't like each other. Goodbye and thank you."
Mm-hmm.
And I think they got rid of him.
I think the speed in which that he left too is very telling, because usually with a director like that, that's won so much. Usually you let them finish the year. They go out with the trophy. All right, goodbye.
Something happened that
This
was not,
It was in the middle. It was like
right.
October, November.
Right, unexcusable.
They
Right,
announced it, and like 2 or 3 weeks later, that was it. So that 100% does show you that there was something. We just obviously don't know the details. Anyway, second half has started in Milan Napoli game. Hopefully we get a couple more chances from the back end. Anything we need to see from these teams to do a little bit better?
Well,
Any
I think
changes?
it's in a few minutes we should see Osimhen come in, and maybe with his speed and a little bit of space, he can penetrate this Milan defense. But the way the teams are on the field, they both don't want to lose, meaning tight spaces and creating right away that physical contact and stopping the game and not allowing the other team to elaborate or.
Oh, nice ball.
That's a nice through ball between the lines, and that's what we need to be careful.
My gosh.
True. But I do think
Good
Napoli
one too,
definitely
right
had the
there.
Napoli definitely had the
back pass,
better
Kessie.
chances in the first half.
See,
Let's see what
now
happens.
See now the way they pressure you, Milan. Napoli now won the ball back. Now Milan does not allow you to transition into a possible breakaway. They pressure on. Look how many players are on the ball carry right away. Those triangles are created, and now Milan wins the ball back right away. But now they got to go back. So you have to you have to be very quick in the transition, and try to surprise Milan in the back with the transition. But to do that, you need somebody like Osimhen that has that speed and also that physicality, the height to do that. And of course, you're going to see changes coming. He's already warming up, and you're going to see changes from both teams coming in, because now Milan has to play on Thursday, and let's see what happens on this corner kick. No shot.
Castillejo,
Jesus.
right. Ooh, Ospina sends it back to Milan. Yeah, it seems like Napoli are playing. Milan's been definitely pressuring the first few minutes of the second half.
It's so funny. You could tell exactly who Kessie is on the pitch just by the way that his shorts and socks are. Like it's like the first thing. He's got such baggy shorts and low socks. It's hilarious.
He recuperated another ball.
Yeah, he's so
He won
good.
another ball back.
Him, Tomori, and Theo Hernandez on this team are, incredible. They really the ones that are on the pitch right now. The rest,
Nice.
and Donnarumma.
Nice. Here we go.
Sorry.
Now we need to get. See, now we need to take advantage. This is what I meant 5 minutes ago. This is what I meant 5 minutes ago.
Yes. Nice goal. That was a very nice goal.
Open it from
That was a nice goal from-
Politano.
The great transition.
Nice goal.
That's what we were discussing 5 minutes ago. The quick transitioning and having more men and getting the Milan by surprise.
They broke.
It was like a 5v3.
Yeah, they
That was
broke
so-
on a lost ball, I
So
believe.
quickly.
Yeah, they
So quickly.
the overlap from Politano, who I was actually going to say that Politano's been fantastic in opening that
Let's
space.
look
Yes,
from the,
one back.
From the camera tech, from the
Yeah, look
from,
at
look,
him.
you'll be able
Wide
to see it
open.
from the sky. Here we go.
That's Theo's man.
Deep, right. But
Yeah.
listen,
That's why when Theo goes up too much, he
in
gets
the
caught
last
off.
5
But it
minutes,
was
how
a poor
many
ball
times
loss.
we've seen Theo up and down, up and down? I mean, the guy does not have a taxi that he, and he goes back.
I don't know who lost the ball, but Napoli did a good job picking that up.
The transitioning.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know who it was on Milan that lost that ball. I wasn't able to see on the second replay.
Great counterattack though from Napoli. It looked like Milan were having started the half of much better over here. And
Correct.
the first mistake, that's where
Attacking
Napoli
with a lot of
pounced.
men like they
Yeah.
usually do, and not allowing Napoli to transition.
I wanted to
But
see
you
that.
lose the ball in a crucial point. Now you create a 5v3 right away, and try. So now these 40 minutes they're not gonna pass. I think Easter will come before the end of the game.
Even Greek Easter.
That's the week after.
That's a week after.
That's funny.
But again, now the game can change because now Milan is forced to attack. Now you bring a guy in like Osimhen, and you could have the same template the game against Bologna, where Bologna was attacking and Osimhen had all that real estate to move and go one-on-one against the keeper, and hopefully he'll put one in.
Another good win back. I think is that Husai?
See, the Milan back, they're all very high. Oh, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 6. They're attacking with 7 men, Milan.
Yeah, they're gonna push forward.
Right, of course. Now you need. Then you have to be good in
Defending back.
correct
'Cause Napoli
defending,
ready to
closing
attack
up,
again.
right, in
Yeah.
transitioning
They're gonna sprint forward.
into a counterattack.
Was it Dalot who lost the ball? I saw people in the comments saying Dalot was the guy. Again, we weren't able to.
Now this
see
is
the
a game
replay.
of suffering. You see, this is going to be a game of suffering where you need to be. You cannot allow any mistakes here. This is where teams like Inter come in and get the jobs done. No individual mistakes. 110% concentration from everyone. Everyone elevates their games and they bring home the 3 points. That's what Napoli needs today.
Milan are truly pushing forward right now. I imagine we're going to see a sub real soon.
Right. We got to make sure the marking, who's going to mark each player, right? Not be scared to kick the ball out of bounds on the stands and breathe for 20, 30 seconds. Sometimes that's what you need.
The people are asking us to call Antonio. At the end of the game, we could call him. You gotta wait till the end with Anto.
We're gonna hear him crying on the other line, right, Ludo?
Well, let's not call anybody yet. It's still early in the. It's still call. He might call us at the end of the game. Never know. You never know what happens.
The other day we were doing a photo shoot and Antonio came and he brought a Milan scarf. So he was holding it and we caught 3 Manchester United fans while he was holding his scarf. One of them ran by saying that Milan were lucky and they didn't deserve a tie. Oh my God, Antonio was going nuts. He lost his mind on the one guy. He was cursing him out. And then the girls that were saying the same thing, he called them over and he gave them a talking to also.
I think that Milan, by eliminating a team like Manchester United, a team that has a name, has a reputation, has history, I think it's a big, for Milan, it's a huge growing experience as a team and as a current club to reach that next level. So now listen, we eliminated Manchester United. We could take this thing home and actually win it, because it's those victories that bring you to the next level mentally in approaching the next round of the game. And the same like Roma, eliminating Shakhtar, a strong, solid team.
Ooh.
It would be nice if we see Roma and Milan in the final.
That'd be great. Really
That would be great for 2 Italian teams and helping Serie in getting points for the for that special
coefficients. Whatever.
right.
And Atalanta in the Champions League final.
Right. That's all. No, why not? No, I want them to
That'd be nice.
Yeah, wanting and it happening are 2 different things.
I wanna
Marco,
be 5 inches taller, right,
it's 1-0. It's 1-0. Also, Real Madrid has
He said
to be
final of Champions League.
No, Champions League, Europa League.
No, he said
I
said
said-
Atalanta going to the final of
final
Champions
Champions
League.
Why not, right?
Anything can look
Anything
at
happen. That's all I
Ajax.
gotta hear.
Ajax when
That's
Ajax
right.
eliminated Juventus, where did they got eliminated in the semifinal?
Yeah, to Tottenham.
That
It
was a
like
baby
fluke.
team. I mean, nobody there was what, over 22 years old.
Yeah, they were young.
That was a young team. It happened.
Yeah. But even Tottenham going there was.
Listen, when
surprising.
I think when I don't care who you are in Europe, the best clubs, when you reach the semifinal, it's luck. You got to get that ball in. Sometimes it's an inch. You hit the post. You hit the crossbar. The ball is not going to go in. It's also a lot of luck.
You sound like Michael when I beat him in foosball. He just blames luck. Meanwhile, he barely scores like 2 goals. You know.
I guess we'll see after. This game.
We need Antonio's an animal when he plays foosball. He's a disaster. He's sweating from head to toe. He can't play one like singles. It is better with doubles. He's very good with
because
doubles.
you only then you got to move from stick
It's like
number
a
one to
workout.
stick
It's
number.
a workout. You're running back and forth. You know?
He had paper towels that he was just patting his head after every goal when he was playing singles.
Easy anticipate. But that's it. There you go.
Ludo's probably avoiding looking at the time now, so doesn't pass.
It never
quicker.
moves. Listen, I've been talking for 10 minutes and we're still at the 56th minute. And then only 3 minutes pass by and it's like...
It doesn't move. But if you can see it, it's opposite, right? It's going too quite fast.
Listen,
It's true.
it's a crucial game. This is, we said it at the beginning, it's a crucial game for Napoli. This is the game that decides if we still have an opportunity to go left or we have to just concentrate and go right.
For
Meaning Europa
Milan
League-
too. For Milan
for
too,
Milan
right?
too, like I said, because Milan would, with beating Napoli today and the Roma loss today, you are basically gaining 3 points on the teams that can possibly reach the top 4 spots. So you're increasing by 3 more points.
I think also if they lost today, I think I think some fans still do dream of the Scudetto. While I agree that their goal is to be the top 4.
I think the objective of the club is to reach
Top
of the owners is to reach the Champions League to get Milan back, in the culture that counts in Europe.
But I think that I think that
here we go. So now it's 2 against 5. Now
Nice pass. You gotta pass the ball though. You're gonna lose it.
don't know.
give
They
it,
should have won
give
that
it,
ball
overlap.
back.
Nice.
Whoa. Zielinski in the.
Ooh, I would have tried a back.
You think you have horizontal conflicts over here? But what I was saying was
He's not
that
off. He's not off. He's not off.
Politano's
He's not off.
Oh,
Oh, boom!
oh
he was on camera.
Fabian with the
Like the
shot.
first move, man.
Yeah,
the
like
first
that.
move was
I was
nice.
making sure I caught it. Then.
Oh, I thought that one.
Ooh, wow, look at that.
Boom! Right to him though.
Eh? Donnarumma again.
Superman, all right?
Yeah.
Not for the first goal though. Huh?
First goal was a billiard shot. Was one, it was
Like a pool, right?
like a pool shot. But this one, I mean, a guy like Fabian Ruiz,
should have picked
you
the
got to
corner.
aim a little
Yeah.
bit more towards
The corner of the. No.
yeah, towards the corner. You have to aim. Again, here we go. Okay, so this is a switch that we
Anticipated. Yeah.
anticipated before the match that Mertens does not have. He has right now around 60 minutes. And he still, I believe, has a little bit, because you're going to see now they're probably going to put ice again on that ankle. They're going to ice it on the bench.
We got a doctor with us too.
Most likely, and they, to make sure that it doesn't
Swell up.
again. So they want to build his minutes a little bit at a time. So Osimhen now, as Milan will continue to attack and bring more men in the Napoli area, I think now we have to be very smart in finding Osimhen.
3 subs for Milan. Wow. Brahim Diaz. I believe the other one. Krunic.
Krunic.
Oh, no, sorry.
Rebic.
Rebic. Coming go for Krunic.
The other each. And I didn't see who the third player. Castillo.
Sasic.
Salads makers.
Salad makers. Okay. Yeah, well, I was not. I couldn't.
I like this guy too.
Yeah?
I like him.
Hakan off. That was the other guy.
Hakan didn't first game back. Obviously, he didn't really put in a good showing, but it's good that we'll have him for Manchester United.
And maybe Zlatan. They were saying today that it looks like the tests are starting to show that Zlatan could return for the match against Manchester United, which just adds to the banter with Ryan on the live stream. Of course, we will be live on Thursday. We're trying to get Antonio here for that match too at the same time. I know the last time everybody enjoyed. We've had Poli Malignaggi been coming on to our podcast. He's an incredible analyst. His knowledge is just, it really is amazing how much he knows. And I saw the clips of you guys, and everybody was giving Ryan shit for Milan in the last second. So
I have to say, I do like this Napoli attitude. The second half that we did score, we are winning 1-0, and we are choosing not to park the bus, and that the team feels that we can really.
Oh my gosh.
That we can really hurt. That we can really hurt these guys and put the game away. And put the game away by scoring the second goal. We're not just parking the bus and shaking and being scared. We're actually facing and
want to attack for more.
You know what it is. You know what it is, right? It's the jersey.
It didn't bring us, but he's always watching from the sky. That's the most important thing.
True.
He's always overlooking from the.
I like this kid, Brahim Diaz. I like him a lot. I like his skill. I'm just a fan of talented players, like actually talented players. He's talented. I like him.
You also need players on the field that carry the water.
Not Brahim.
No, I know, but you need to play. Not everybody can be.
Who carries the water?
You need also the carries the water on the field, the bucket. You need the Kessia carries a lot of buckets. That guy knows coast to coast. Look at him. That guy never stops. We gotta be careful. The through. Close.
Watch the middle.
Close. Don't let him through. Easy. Force him on the outside.
Cross it.
Here we go.
Dalot.
Oh.
Wow. How did
No
he get
shot.
that back?
No shot. Close him down. No shot. Easy.
Oh,
out.
He tricked himself out.
Out. No. Now see.
Good worker from Salamakers.
Couldn't Guardiola mind his own business 12 years ago when he started coaching Barcelona to start this playing from the back? Then now these guys are copying this. These teams are from Serie A. 12 years later, they're copying this style of play, which he had masters on doing this. Guys like Xavi, Iniesta.
And I got Mario Rui doing that.
Now, when you got Maximo, it's not working. Why can't they get this through their heads? It's not working.
Wait, Gaetano is here with us after all. My dad screams that every time.
Guardiola started this, but look who he had when he started the cycle at Barcelona 12 years ago playing from the back. Iniesta, Xavi. I mean, those guys had the big, huge,
Cojones.
Right. They could play from in the tight little spaces.
My dad says all the time, you're not Barcelona.
Correct.
You think that you're Barcelona, you're not Barcelona.
Not the Barcelona of today. I'm talking about the Barcelona of 12 years ago.
Of course. He even said, not even the Barcelona of today can do the Barcelona of what it was.
There you go. Right. He couldn't mind his own business. Here we go. No, suffering. Look, even a game of suffering from Insigne coming back. Here we go. See? This is now, what do we do here? Does he have, see? Nice. Nice.
Fabian. Insigne.
Good. He wants to shoot from. He wants to go that usual thing that he does. Going to shoot from the left and curve it like a banana. Right.
He
does that all the time. Go back. It's not. There's nothing.
It's a foul.
Oh, imagine.
No, it's a foul. Politano's playing very well.
Yes, he's having a great season. And even though he refused us 3 years ago.
But, you still remember that.
Things that Napoli, certain things are not forgotten. Because they always remind you. Believe me, it's written on every wall. He said no 3 years ago, and now he said yes. But he's
better late than never, right, Ludo?
Another player that was supposed to come to Napoli, contract signed, and then Atalanta qualified for the Champions League, and the contract was ripped up. Ilicic was a Napoli player. If Atalanta, that was the clause in the contract from Atalanta selling it to Napoli. But if we qualify for Champions League, he stays. We're not gonna. But if we don't qualify, he's your player.
When he was at Palermo? Where was
No, he was at Atalanta.
Oh, you're saying when he was at Atalanta. Okay.
Atalanta kept him. Now, at this point, in about 10 minutes, do you bring in Bakayoko for them?
Oh my gosh, not able to connect with the ball.
close.
It's a good
Baka-
ball
do you
in,
bring
but
Baka-
not able to connect Leao.
But not a lot of shots on goal from Milan second half.
No.
I don't think there was any shots on goal from Milan
He
the
didn't make
second. Not
contact.
clear.
Oh,
His
he-
contact was
Clear
poor.
opportunities
Yeah,
for. But I would say the whole game that Milan did not have opportunities. See,
Oh.
he needs the
Tomori
real
got him.
estate.
Tomori
He needs
got
the
him.
real estate. See, this is now for Napoli. The last 20 minutes could turn out to be a Bologna style game, like we said before.
Osimhen wants a corner. Oh, they gave it after he
No, they
complained?
didn't give
Oh, I thought you pointed to the corner now. Let's see. Oh, it looks like it grazed his stud.
I
It
don't
was
know.
very close, though. Very slave.
Osimhen complained like that was the reason why the ball didn't go in the net.
See? He went through like this. We got to be careful now. We got to be careful now. Watch the runs. Watch the. Oh, thank God.
Rebic.
3 points.
He said 3
Ludo,
points?
please don't play with Milan.
Oh,
What is it? What's that?
Leao.
You need this?
Leao. Leao, not Ludo.
Oh, Leo. Okay.
Leao.
Oh, Leo. Yes.
Leao.
Yeah, yes.
It was a great finish too by Politano. Now that we're watching it again, you got to do a lot. You got to get so much into the corner to beat Donnarumma.
Donnarumma has a-
It's got to
That's
be
a pull shot.
His
perfect.
wingspan is
Oof.
crazy, Donnarumma.
Kessie off. Mayete. Ay. I don't know about that move, but I guess they are thinking
now,
about
do you
Thursday.
think, as a coach, what do you
Yeah.
do? Do you think,
I
do
like
you think
Bakayoko.
today or you think Thursday?
That's not-
That's the.
What are you talking about? Oh, you're saying for Milan? I was saying for the thing before, for Napoli.
Kick the ball out. We're going to kick it out? Okay, he's out. Good. Okay, that's another 30 seconds, 40 seconds off the clock. Yeah, everything helps.
They're gonna add it back.
Everything helps.
Gabbia. Wow, that guy went high.
He fell high too. Fell hard. I love to hear what the convo between Gattuso and Maldini when they meet each other in the midst of the San Siro locker rooms is like.
Ludo, if you had dinner with Gattuso, what would you tell him as a coach that you think you could that Napoli should do that he's not doing? And what would you eat with him too? You can tell
What
me
would I
after.
agree with him?
What would you eat with him too at the restaurant when you have the discussion with him?
Well, I would think Calabrese products.
Like sausage, right?
You think you'd have some Amaro del Capo there?
That I would. Well, it's with Gattuso. It's not. He did make certain mistakes. The Sassuolo. I actually. Yeah, that's
Oh.
Is that a yell? The Sassuolo game, putting in Manolas. I think that was an error.
So just tell him anytime you want to put in Manolas, don't do it.
Mark, I think you don't need to be a real experienced coach
To
to
not
know
put in
that to
Manolas.
put in someone, someone in a defensive position, 12 minutes left into a game that he hasn't played in 45 days.
Yeah.
Forward, I agree. Make the guy run, give him minutes. And just like Napoli did with Osimhen at the beginning, 6-7 weeks ago when he was putting him in the last 20 minutes, run. But not to put defensively. And and to do, to adapt more to the
Nice.
to the other teams. Politano is back there. Okay, wow.
That's a yellow.
Di Lorenzo.
That's a yellow. Di Lorenzo suspended against Crotone. He went
Oh,
hard. He went hard.
the studs. Ay, Theo. Theo gets killed, man. He constantly beats his man. He just takes a beating all match long.
Like this guy. I like this left fullback.
Theo, yeah.
I like
He's
him.
a beast.
I like him. That looks like the Manolas penalty against Sassuolo.
No, he was
More or
on the
less.
shoulder. Oshman got yeeted over there.
Let's see what Tonali can do. He's gonna need a nice ball.
I remember he scored a goal actually from there. I think with Brescia.
This is not
from
Brescia
there.
anymore. Tomori. Gotta look for Tomori in the header. He's the guy that's doing
Nice.
everything.
Ooh!
What
what
a
a
save! Ospina.
Wow, what a
Strong
save.
hands. Strong
What a
hands.
save.
I thought that was
I don't
not
even
bad
know
then.
who
Nah.
flicked the header on. I could not even tell. It went way too quick. It was a darting ball in. It wasn't a lob. Usually, Rebic.
it was,
Rebic, yeah. Sometimes on those, all you need is a little bit of a
Small
touch to
touch.
get through. But
Yeah, but it was.
this guy Brahim is a smart player, man. You see the little things that he does are very smart. He's a little nimble guy too.
See, now Milan will keep us in our 20 meters outside
Tomori.
the box.
Tomori's like, I've been doing everything for them. Let me see if I can attack too.
No.
Bad ball.
Yeah, but now Di Lorenzo has to be careful because he already has a yellow. He has to be careful, and you want to finish this game in 10.
That means he's already missed
Easy,
the next match.
easy.
so-
Hold on to the ball. He hold on to the ball. Shield it. Nice. And now, why you?
We should play it back. Yeah,
Well, he had no other choice because he stayed back.
yeah.
He was fixing his shin guard.
I don't like Leao as a striker. Not a fan.
That's not his real position, though. To be
I
fair.
prefer him on the wing.
That's where he usually
Them
plays.
played a hell of a game today. Them, Politano, Insigne played a hell of a game. Even Fabian Ruiz played a hell
Did
of a
we give
game.
our predictions before, or am I'm the only one that did?
No, better we don't give predictions. I think it's still 71 minutes. We've been talking here for 3 hours. My mouth is dry and it's still 71 minutes.
It's crazy.
Time never goes by.
Oh my god.
Easy. Good, beautiful.
Come on.
Ooh. Oh, Lorenzo got lucky there.
No, he's in
but you
shape.
gotta-
Now he's in shape. He's in shape.
You gotta let that go.
It's been a few games that he's back in shape 100%. But now, who do you bring in? That's the. You got Bakayoko on the bench. You got Lobotka.
I'd bring Bakayoko in.
Well, and keep them in, or take them out. I will not take them out. It looks like he is doing his job there his fighting. He's always on top of the ball carrier. He did kilometers today. I like the way he played. He didn't miss a beat. So now you bring Bakayoko that is much slower. Even though Bakayoko has those longer legs, when Milan attacking and you have so many players, he sticks out that leg and he wins the ball back.
I think I'm more of an attacking player maybe, but a little too soon. I'd wait a little bit. I'd wait 5 more minutes.
Yeah, but you also need that speed on top of there on the counter-attack. You need the Politano, you need the Insigne to bring the ball up, and hopefully Osimhen can find that space and they could give the ball him and possibly score the second goal and put this game to bed. That's what I think the focus is at this point. No, right? Winning the ball, good. All right, relax. Bravo, Koulibaly. Vai. Good. Shield it. Don't lose it.
Ah, they lost it.
Don't lose it. Yeah, see, Politano is back. Politano is back again. It's a game that you need. You're not playing against a.
Brahim is so smart.
Right, you need to suffer. If you want to bring these 3 points, you gotta suffer.
It's just salad makers. Ran to the opposite
Koulibaly
side.
is too good.
No, thank God. Okay, it's low. Good. Couldn't pick up the ball like Mario Rui when he crosses.
Another 30 seconds off the clock here, right?
You're not even gonna get to the 75th minute still.
I've seen that 4 there in already 5
The
minutes.
time's going backwards, I think.
That's De Laurenti's son.
Isn't
That's
he
the guy that
isn't he in
Alan
charge
smacked in the
of-
locker room when the thing happened with Ancelotti.
You got video footage?
Isn't he in charge
Alan's-
of body or no?
Yeah, he's
what were you gonna
always
say?
with the,
What were you gonna say? I'll ask what?
Alan smacked him.
Oh,
The De Laurentiis son in the locker room when
thought you
the
said-
team had to go away and they decided no, we're not.
you think he
going
hit
in.
back? You think he hit it? No. He just took it.
He just took.
I'm wondering.
Yeah, it was him and Mertens that started that the whole chaos with Ancelotti in November of 2 years ago, and then Insigne did do nothing to playing a hell of a game. Insigne today. Insigne playing a hell of a game, defensively, offensively. Try to get a corner, man. Try to get a corner. So Elmas came in.
Yeah.
Who went out?
Zielinski. Elmas is another quick little player.
Here we
Very
go. Look at Demme running. Politano running back. Demme now is running back.
Oh my God, Theo again.
Yeah,
Theo
my
is
God.
fouled. That's not Di Lorenzo. Not that one.
Politano.
Theo.
No, it's Politano.
I mean, you cannot stop Theo unless you foul him. He beats his man 99% of the time. He just.
What his percentages over here?
Have you seen today?
Oh, great player.
He
Coast
beats
to
his
coast,
man almost every single
coast to coast.
time.
This guy reminds me of the best Gulam we saw in Napoli before the injury in 2017 against Manchester City.
Because he's got the physical ability too. He's not a small
But he's
guy.
got style. The way he comes down that line, it's nice to watch him. It's like he acts with the ball.
Yeah.
The way he treats the ball, the way the ball wants to be between his feet.
Oh, nice cross in.
Nothing happened.
Koulibaly also very attentive today. And also Maximovic. I guess Maximovic feels a little bit more secure next to Koulibaly.
Yeah.
Even though I'll never forgive Koulibaly for getting that second yellow card against Benevento in
Yo,
a part of the field where it was not required to foul the guy and he couldn't play against Sassuolo.
Yo, I love how you don't forget.
Rebic with the shot goal kick.
Now,
Hey,
it
Gabbia.
is stupid mistakes. You're winning 2-0 against Benevento. He was like on the almost half a field. Why
What
are
minute
you
was
following
it?
the Benevento play and getting a second yellow card? So now you cannot play against Sassuolo the following. A stupid yellow card that you cannot play. It was not a second. It was one yellow card. Then I think he had accumulated, so he couldn't play against Sassuolo. And then, they gave up those penalties and Maximovic, the own goal against Sassuolo and the penalty from, it was we beat ourselves.
My Roy, your
Your
boy.
favorite player, Ludo.
That's who you wanted the sub to come in, no?
Well, I think I'm thinking, is he going to take out Di Lorenzo because he already has a yellow card and what's his name, Theo coming down that side and looking for the foul, or you want to foul him because you don't want him to get through and put Mario Rui to the left and move Isai to the right.
That's a
and
good
take
point.
Di Lorenzo out.
That's a good point.
That's also a possibility.
Yeah.
But I never seen Mario Rui on the right. But now, do you take Di Lorenzo out the last 15 minutes because he has a yellow card?
Brahim
boy.
Diaz. Oh, good
Koulibaly
job,
with a
Koulibaly.
great
It
clearance.
went off him. He's right. Great. It's out ball. See, sometimes you need to do that. Close your eyes and hit it out and make the team breathe. Yo, that's it.
Hold
That's it.
on here.
Lay out. Yeah, that needed to happen. That needed to happen.
And
Let's see, kid. Let's see. Leao. I don't know.
then he's Zlatan back.
Yeah.
didn't come in yet?
Now he's.
Hey,
Bakayoko.
Bakayoko, here we go.
Wait, why are you saying it like that though? Bakayoko, I think he's good
You don't like
defensively.
him?
I could trust
Politano
Bakayoko
is
for
coming
the
out.
most part.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
shot.
he's injured.
Yo, Politano, honestly, he's a
Okay.
very talented player.
Right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
now,
Very tricky.
if Mario Rui comes in, who's going to play? Di Lorenzo can play right midfielder. So now Isai would have to move to the right. And and Di Lorenzo moves
They're gonna swap wings.
as a right
Yeah,
midfielder.
they can swap.
Because he did move Di Lorenzo up a few times to a midfielder position and not a fullback. But now Mario Rui, I don't think he could play the right, so it would have to be
Let's see.
Isai to the on the right side, and Di Lorenzo on top of Isai. Okay, so Mario Rui is on this side.
Osimhen falls a lot. Yeah, like he trips over himself.
He's clumsy.
Did you see? He tripped again.
It's our ball. It's our ball. Okay, camera, show us the back four.
Action.
See, Mario Rui is on the left. This is sure 100%. So Isai had to move to the right, at a right fullback. And Di Lorenzo in front of him.
I see.
Taking Politano's spot and acting like a defensive midfielder on the right side and defensively tucking in next to Fabian Ruiz. Oh, yeah, in his eye? They wanted to see if he was wearing contacts.
I want to see his prescription.
He saw Mike's glasses and he's like, I need glasses too. Mess my eyes up.
Oh!
Yeah, this kid's good, man.
But it was more of Mario Rui, I think, not being able to defend him there.
Nah, this kid's just good.
Oh, buddy.
Oh!
Whoa.
Di Lorenzo.
Yeah, that was dangy.
Dangerous.
Yes, Isai is there.
For dangerous. I don't have
Isai is there.
the whole word to say.
It's confirmed.
Yeah?
Isai moved to right fullback and Di Lorenzo in front of him, playing Politano's position as a right midfielder next to Fabian Ruiz, but also acting as a fullback. So now you could double up on Theo when he comes down and force him to go on the outside. Nice to determine Bakayuko's position now. Fabian Ruiz, hell of a game today. Fabian Ruiz really stepped up today. Okay, so basically that, okay, good. Shift in. Insigne's already back there. Mario Ruiz back there. Now they're shifting.
Nice.
Here comes the ball. No, easy. No, it's not going to go out. You got to clip. Bravo. No, it's good. Listen, you want is it beautiful culture? No, it is not. But sometimes when you need something desperately, you take
Clear
it in
out.
every way.
Don't play pretty, right? Just hit it out.
Did you see the thing Peter made for you?
Don't show him. You have to show him.
No, I think you saw it. You saw it, right?
What?
With the Ots.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, you saw it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think he told you. The Wizard of Ots. No, he saw it because Peter showed me that. How would you define Ots for the people that don't know? AZ.
Oh no! It's
AZ.
Ots. It would be AZZ. Ots. It would be like when something that's surprises you, like something when you don't expect from someone. And like you're surprised. I did this today. Like, you're surprised, but in a good.
Like old barnacles, right?
Right.
How many
Someone
Z's?
that you don't expect.
SpongeBob.
How many
No,
Z's?
2 Z. It's like shorter for what in Nepal what we call cazzo. So it's you eliminate the C and you eliminate the O, so and it becomes Atz. But it's not a bad. Just like the Sicilians, they say a lot minchia, but it's not used in a vulgar way.
Okay.
It's used when something surprises you, that you see, something that you don't expect to see. You say me, but it's not.
Yeah, I got you.
It's not. So Atze would be the Neapolitan version of.
It's Neapolitan for
yes,
sure,
it's
right?
Atze, yes. Atze,
Okay.
no, it is.
Because I said it to somebody that was from the north and they didn't know what it was. Is it widespread or no?
No. Some things we like to keep to the south.
We learn
It's a
more
fun
than
word.
culture over here.
Easy, anticipate, beautiful.
It's because Peter says it all the time. He writes it
Well, see, we
all
said in our
the
group,
time.
we have that group, the cultural group that we play on Sunday mornings. So,
You guys say it a lot?
yeah, we said Atze, when it's.
Did you start in the group? Were you the first one?
No. We all start easy out. Well, no, I think it was out already. Corner? No. Is it?
Goal kick, maybe. Well, let's see.
Bravo, Isai. Bravo, Isai. Earn your the rest of the money on your contract, and then say farewell at the end of the season.
Say farewell.
It was nice. It was nice having you at the in Napoli, but it's time to go. It's time to go. You, Maximovic, and Mario Rui, it's time to go.
And Maximovic, really?
No.
Oh.
Kick,
Slide.
beautiful.
You gotta-
No shot.
Uh-oh.
No, he felt easy. He felt easy. Yeah, he was definitely looking for that.
Theo's going to beg for that one.
Well,
It's not done
no
yet.
cross. No cross. Oh,
not done yet.
Yes. Well, okay. Now here we go.
Train right here.
Vai Osimhen, vai. Now, okay.
Oh, that's a yellow.
I
Theo?
think something even more than a
Orange. That's an
Oh,
orange.
boy.
It could be.
Theo.
That was the yellow for the Napoli player.
Tripped the
Who was
referee.
that? Who's
It's
that?
a Sakis over there.
Or maybe they had a couple of Amaro before the game. So what's coming out?
He tackled the wrong
It's a red.
player. No, it can't be.
I thought he had a red
a
in his
yellow.
hand for a second.
That's a yellow.
Theo was pissed off because he wanted the VAR review, so that's why he's like, "Let me just do whatever I can,
Osimhen's
and
not
hopefully it gets
moving.
taken
Oh my
back."
God.
Oh my god!
The ref collapsed, man.
I saw that coming though. I saw Osimhen getting tackled. You could just see
No,
that
but
it was coming.
We expected that. We spoke about this before, that the more minutes go by, the more real estate he's going to find in the front and the free space where he has that speed, and you have to stop him in a certain way. It's
Let me see.
it's the,
Oh boy!
Yeah, that's a yellow stray.
yeah,
God.
it's not a because it's not a scoring opportunity. He's going towards outside of the field.
Yeah,
Other
what makes me
players will
laugh?
be-
What makes me laugh is Theo Hernandez pointing at the ball, like, "Oh yeah, the ball's moving." So I
like,
got
bro,
it.
you're not fooling anyone.
That's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
You're not fooling anyone.
He didn't have a choice, because if that guy
Yeah.
was going to go,
No,
he
totally,
was going to go
totally,
directly
totally.
It would have
to.
been 1v1.
Totally.
He was going to go directly to.
That's what he wants, the penalty.
Bakayoko actually.
No, that's a ball, isn't it?
No, that was not ball. I didn't see that when I first saw it.
He got hit, but it's very little contact,
Yo, he got it. He got him first. Wow, that could have been given.
bro. It's like this.
I know it was, but
It's like this. It's like
no, there's like I don't know. I would've Bro, but with the metal stud, it's
But
more
why they
than,
reviewing?
Oh boy, Luda's gonna.
it's probably the penalty. It's probably. I mean, it's not the red card. They're not
Oh,
gonna.
Luda, I'm getting nervous over here. Oh shit.
Referee is
If
listening.
they get a penalty, Milan, that would be what, the 59th penalty this season?
Let me feel your heartbeat, Luda. You're shaking over there.
Well, Kessie's off. They screwed up.
Yes, ref's running out of.
Yeah, I know.
time.
What's
Move
going
to
on?
There's one
You either
bar left.
check or you don't check. You know, tell them go to check, or you say no, don't
Yo,
go
how
check.
crazy, 88th minute.
How much? How much do you have to listen to? See, like, what do they? There's some kind of screw up in this
Yo,
communication.
Zlatan sexing.
Zlatan's praying.
Oh, he's checking.
He's
VAR.
checking. That means
Ref is
that means he's
checking.
most likely gonna give it. If they check, that means that they told him you should go check this.
Luda's about to break the series.
Oh, yeah, he's checking the penalty. Okay.
You didn't think he was checking the
Bakayoko,
penalty?
see? Was that Bakayoko?
Yeah.
To be honest,
It's
I didn't see
so
the
live.
first time. The second time, it kind of.
The referee looked like he waved he shook his head no.
Technically,
No,
that
no,
was-
no, no. He said no. He said no. No, he said
okay,
no.
okay.
He said no.
Breathe.
But a penalty,
Usually-
a penalty like that was given against Napoli,
Got a yellow.
against Sassuolo with Isai. The penalty that Sassuolo received, it was given. Well, I'm not saying that it's not a penalty. It's one of those 50, but I'm not going to sit here and say definitely 100% is not a penalty, even though VAR,
Yellow.
even though VAR said no. I mean, to tell the players to check. I mean, the referee to check. He did check, but I'm not going to sit here and say that that's not a.
For me, it's
not
no
a penalty.
It looks worse in slow motion.
It's very
It
light,
usually
man.
looks worse in slow motion, though. To be honest, at first I didn't think so.
There goes Tomodi
They're gonna
again.
be
But
probably
at least
4
he,
minutes.
at least he
everything.
did go see it. At least he did go see it. VAR did call. He did go see it. Go check it out. He did see it, and he made that.
Push him, yeah. Push
and he
him.
made that call.
Push him. I do the same thing.
And Kessie, scuffling.
So now the dilemma will always be okay. The Milan. I mean the.
What is Osimhen doing?
That was entertainment right there.
Offside.
The VAR is
I
not
say
working.
Osimhen?
The VAR is not working properly. The
Ospina.
VAR is not, because now what fans are going to say and the newspapers are going to say, okay, in this particular episode, it was not given the penalty, but you might have a similar episode in another game, which that ref will give the penalty. So you always will have that VAR dilemma. Yes, no, to be or not to be.
The referee got hurt with the tackle.
He got hurt.
I said, come on, you got a couple more minutes left, man. Just freaking run.
They're gonna give it.
Wait, he fell again? Oh, no, that was from before.
No, he hit his knee.
Yeah. For some reason, referees getting tackled or getting hit is like the
No,
funnest
come on,
thing.
you got 3 minutes.
Yeah,
Suffer a little bit.
dude,
I mean,
what's
you
wrong
know,
with this
what-
guy? Don't
just
sub
stand in
yourself
the middle.
out. Yeah, come on. This guy, he's gonna freaking go off for a little knee injury. Come on.
That was funny.
Freaking referees, man.
Damn, they're trying to kill us. 5 minutes extra time, huh, Ludo? What are they trying to do to us?
No, a lot of stoppage, a lot of he stopped also for the VAR for the foul.
Okay.
No, 5 minutes I think is appropriate based on what we saw the second half. 5 minutes it would be the proper extra time given.
I didn't expect that level.
Easy,
of-
easy.
Ooh,
Don't make a
Tonali,
turn.
that's a
Easy,
great ball,
No foul,
Tonali.
no foul. Force him on the outside. Force him on the outside.
He lost the ball.
Force him on the outside.
He lost. No. Yo, what is wrong with this referee?
It's off balance.
Did he push him off the ball? Let's see.
Yeah, you got it good. Nice defense.
This referee is a clown.
Ooh.
Wait, what?
Rebic got a red?
What just happened?
I didn't see this in real time.
A straight red for
He
Rebic.
probably cursed at him.
Yeah, he's not even protesting it.
It's got to be a curse.
Yeah, it's probably a bad curse.
Bad curse.
A very bad curse.
Something that we were saying before. But
Yeah, the referee's an idiot though. How many times is he
wait.
gonna keep falling?
Figlio di puta. Did I see? Did I?
oh, he turned around. Yeah, I think.
Did I say puta?
I think-
Putana? Did I say
I think I
figlio
s-
di putana?
I think it
said the
was.
last
I think I
part.
saw the P-U, putana. Or maybe said it in Spanish, puta. But I saw the P-U.
He probably
Maybe-
said "ats."
Come on.
I was
Okay,
gonna
straight
say that, bro. And the referee's from the north. He didn't know what that meant.
Like, what'd you say?
Nah, it's bad.
Keep it, keep it, keep it, keep it, keep it. Try to keep it. Try to keep it. Oh!
Somebody clip that.
Ludo said, "What a shot!" in Napolitano, basically. What a shot! I thought that was it.
It was not an entertaining game. It was not a fun game to watch. It was not beautiful calcio. A lot of whistling, a lot of fouls.
Yeah, it wasn't fluid at all. It was not fluid. What a shot, though. Nice connection by Oshiman.
No.
Oh my God! What a tackle! Is that it? Is that Maksimovic? I think he sacrificed his body for that one.
Don't say anything bad about
He should be sacrificing even more based on the damages that he did.
Oh my God! Brahim Diaz nearly got there.
This season, it's the least that he can.
Dalot put in a great header back.
Holy, that could have been a.
Brahim was not that far. That was
angle.
him.
What a beautiful goal he scored against Sassuolo. The own goal against Sassuolo. What a header. Not even Antonio would.
Whoa! Foul?
Not even Antonio
No,
would have
he
scored
didn't. I don't
that
think he
in
touched
his
it.
own.
Oh, we gotta call Antonio.
We still got a minute and a half of suffering here.
get my phone.
My palpitations are.
Palpitazione.
No shot. Clear it. In the stands.
What are the odds on
Bravo,
Tony Hansen?
Simen. Bravo, Simen. Let's watch these long balls. These long balls. 1 minute. This is like a cross. It's not a throw-in. Easy, bravo. No shot. Oh.
Oh man,
Double. Oh,
That's
that's it.
terrible.
Out. Okay.
that's terrible.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Before the stream started, Ludo was like, "Where did I sit when when we beat Juventus?" Like over here. It's like, okay, that's my seat.
I was not going about the red chair. I don't know. It was not.
We'll paint it after.
And I wasn't sure if I was wearing the same top against the Juventus when I'm very superstitious, so I like to wear the same clothing.
Guys, if you want us to call Antonio, make sure you like the stream. Make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already. We'll see if he answers at this point. You never really know with that guy. And,
Ooh. Insigne, just go to the corner flag.
no, get a corner kick. That's it. Go full corner kick. He probably went to Walgreens to buy some pills, or maybe to the market to get some chamomilla to relax a little bit. It's over. After the corner kick, he should whistle. All right, here we go. Vamos. Rocky Balboa shocked the world. Na 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 na. Adrian. What are those things? Phones?
what?
Those 4 things that we saw. The Dalot.
Full
Here we go.
time. Napoli beat AC Milan 1-0.
Wow.
Ludo, every time you come, I think Napoli wins.
Well, the important matches we did win. We beat Juventus. We beat Milan today. Again, it was not an entertaining game, but it's a game that we had to win if we wanted to stay in the Champions League race. Was not the best Milan. Donnarumma is trying to fight with someone. Is he taking with the referee? Who is he fighting against?
Osimhen?
Oh, with the no,
it
I think it's
No,
one
it's
of the
not.
Napoli
It's not Osimhen.
bench.
One of the bench players or something.
One of the those people there that is.
Can't tell. Yeah, he's just walking away.
It was not. It was not an entertaining game. I think Napoli played the game they were supposed to, and based on the suffering that it was not going to be easy, and Napoli through a lot of suffering came away with the 3 goals. But we also did not see the best Milan out there. We did not see that Milan team that we used to seeing in the past. Are they a little bit tired? The injuries, the tiredness taking a toll? Yes. Europa League? Yes. Manchester United in the back of your mind? Yes. All these factors, I think, can be put into the pot, and that can be the reason why we did not see the best Milan today. Very little opportunities created in against Napoli, and Napoli interpreted a very good match with the very little opportunities. They were able to capitalize on the couple of opportunities and put one behind the net, and then bring home the 3 points by playing organized defensively and on the midfield. But great game from everyone at Napoli today. No, see, a couple opportunities we had. Clear opportunities, but one of them went in. But not the best Milan today against Napoli.
Vito over here says Gattuso kicked Milan out of the title race. I definitely think, as we've said, Milan, their goal is not to win the title. It was a dream. It was a little bit of a hope that I think felt like reality, especially come Christmas time. I do think that this is the nail in the coffin in that kind of a dream, which does not mean anything is a failure. They've got a big match on Thursday against Manchester United, which we're hoping that they're able to go through. If it stays 0-0, they would go through to the next round. We will be live for that match, but I do think that this match particularly, what's the race at the top? Is it 9 points now between Milan and Inter?
Yeah,
6.
That's
they
bad.
might have been. I believe
Oh
it
my
might be
God.
9.
Geez, the title race is falling away. Yeah, it's 9 points between first and second place in Serie A. At one point, it was so tight. Inter's really been running away. with the league at this point. I'm gonna call Ryan. Michael, say anything else you
And
have?
now you have the how
Ryan,
many points you have
Antonio.
now between the
Second and third, 1
no
point.
Napoli and Milan.
I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you right. I have it up.
We have
Milan have 56 points. Napoli have 50. So,
No,
but you have
6
a game in
points.
hand.
Yeah.
We have a game in hand.
That's
Correct.
what I was saying before
Okay.
it started. It's only a couple of
Here we
wins,
go.
Ludo, considering.
Let's see if Antonio answers. Watch. I'm gonna pull an Antonio. Watch.
I'm sure you've been enjoying yourself, right?
What happened?
I said, I'm sure you've been enjoying yourself.
About yeah, because Ronaldo scored a hat trick.
Oh, okay.
Why? What else?
Hey, see, Milan lost, right? That's the reasons why you want to piss me off.
I didn't even know that they were playing. They played?
Yeah, okay, all right. You didn't know that you were playing. What's up?
Who did they play?
All right, all right.
You got 52. Atalanta 52.
Yeah,
Juventus
Anto.
50.
How you feeling? You're mad?
Tell me the fucking idiot of Brian is next to you, problem. That's why I said, God damn it.
Roma, you get
No. We're live. We're live, and the people they wanted to hear from you.
Well, listen, AC Milan didn't deserve to win. Maybe a tie would be a better stuff. Napoli played the game. They came to play the game. They didn't deserve to win, but they didn't deserve to. AC Milan didn't deserve to lose. So it went like that. Nothing that you can do. Sometimes soccer, it's a very bad. It's a very bad pill to swallow. What can I tell you? I hate this shit, but it is what it is, guys.
Anto, as long as you guys beat Manchester United on Thursday, don't worry. The dream is still alive. That's all that matters.
Yeah, Mike, you are the bad luck charm for us, Mike. Okay? As long as this, as long as that. Shut the hell up.
You sound mad. It's all right. We'll let you go.
I am mad because now we got Rebic out with a stupid red card. And, it's, no excuses. Napoli played a little better than us.
A little?
Excuses.
Okay.
Yeah, they played a little better than us.
All right, Anto. We'll let you go.
We'll let you cry at home, Anto. We'll talk to you later.
All right.
All right. We'll see you. Bye, Anto.
Before we end the live stream, we have to, I think, look at the bigger picture. Should analyze as of January, the new year, how many games Milan played and how many they actually lost compared to before Christmas. It is not the same Milan that we saw before the Christmas holidays.
I think it's also not the same Inter at the same time too. So that gap has definitely increased.
Correct, but
in
also
both sides.
it's also Milan that lost a few games that probably in the fall they would not have lost. So the team physically is taking a toll because they did start before everybody else, so they are tired a little bit. And I sincerely hope that this Europa League, playing twice a week and hoping they do go through, does not take a toll now, because if you do eliminate Manchester United, now again you got to play next round a tougher opponent or equivalent to Manchester United. Now you got to play again Sunday, Thursday, Sunday.
Not easy.
So it's not easy now with a lot of injuries, a lot of players that are not in the top shape like they were before Christmas. It's not the same Milan team. They lost too many games, too many points they lost since January to March. So it's not only a one game issue. I think it's an overall picture of the past couple of months and how the team has been performing the past couple of months.
Absolutely.
That's how I see it.
Guys, this week we have many live streams that will be coming for you, so make sure you tune in. Champions League, Europa League, all that good stuff. We'll be live for all of them. Ludovico, thank you so much for coming.
Guys, it's always a pleasure. Always
want
Forza
one too now.
Napoli. And
These are good luck. The studio's good luck for
well,
Napoli.
the
huh?
important games, so next week we have Roma Napoli. That's another important... that's another important... So save me the spot, save me the chair.
I'll put reserved.
Let me memorize what I'm wearing underneath.
We'll
what
send you
I'm
the
wearing,
video.
You know, the same socks, the shoes, and the top. So I'll dress the same. And how many did I have?
3.
2 or 3. Okay, so 3
So
for
make sure
next
3.
week as well. So everything has to be the same, repetitive.
Absolutely.
I'm very superstitious, as all the Neapolitans are.
Guys, thank you for everybody that was watching. As always, we'll talk to you soon.